my name is Danielle Masters, and I did a Learning Innovation Grant for student-created social stories. I am a special education teacher. I teach kindergarten through fifth grade, reading, writing, and social skills. So the problem of practice, I teach at a very small rural school. And we have just under 200 students. 22% have an IEP. 25% of those kids roughly have autism spectrum disorder or other adaptive and social deficits that negatively impact their school functioning. So I'm currently working with my students on a daily basis in the resource room to teach direct social skills. However, my kids are still lacking those fundamental skills needed to be successful and with their same age peers. So my question was, will student-created social stories help improve school social behavior for not only my students with special needs and with autism, but also for my students who have adaptive and social deficits that negatively impact their school functioning? So for the Learning Innovation Grant, I purchased an 11-inch iPad Pro and a second-generation Apple Pencil. I originally wrote the grant for a keyboard and a tripod as well, but those were a little bit more expensive than the original quote that I had. I used the iPad to videotape my students acting out social stories for appropriate school and social behavior. Students were able to watch their social stories and other social stories on the iPad. And then some students also edited our social stories and created little videos. And I've included some of those at the end of the PowerPoint. And according to the National Professional Development Center on Autism Spectrum Disorder, I will be implementing several of the evidence-based practices that have been proven effective. For example, we do modeling, social narratives, social skills training, video modeling, and video supports with this. The grant was implemented in a resource room with K through 5 students, typically about 6 students at a time, and this was during our social group that met every day or 3 to 5 days a week. Students created their own videos, and they also recreated videos from our current social skills curriculum that we have, which was called Teach Town. In order to measure success of the program, my goal was that 80% of my students would show growth toward their IEP goals, but the end result was 100% of my students showed growth. We had increase in turn taking, following directions, working as a team or a group, how they handled winning and losing appropriately, conversational skills, and motivations. The students wanted to watch the videos at the end of the day for the reward. The biggest accomplishment, or what I was most proud of, was the leadership that emerged from some of my students. I had this one little boy who's constantly getting in trouble upstairs in the regular ed setting. But when he came down for a social group, he was a leader. He took care of some of my younger kids. He made sure they understood what we were doing. He would always let them go first. He would congratulate them, and he would volunteer to walk them back to class. And we did work to try to get some of those skills to carry over into the regular ed setting as well. Although some students would still get upset or not want to take turns, they would reference videos or characters or scenes from the videos. I had one student who would always want to reenact or quote the videos throughout the day. How would I refine this? One way I would probably is to differentiate the groups a little bit more when recording. Having kindergarten through fifth grade in one group kind of made it hard. And I would also try to make a library collection of videos and possibly do some teacher-made videos as well. On the next slides, I'm not going to play these for you all, but here's some examples of the kids acting out some of the videos, and then an interview, and then some movie trailers. So hopefully you all take some time to watch those and enjoy those. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me.